Okay, thank you all for joining us. We are ready to get started finally. Fortunately, we will be down one member for the entirety of the stream tonight. Theros is going to be taking a nap over here in the under a tree near the main food and drink wagons. I thought that'd be an appropriate spot for him. Where he can wake up, as one of our streamers said, he can wake up and just say, "Is it lunchtime?" And then Brendella is going to be a little bit, she's going to be down here studying the books, continuing to study her books like she was. Um, we'll pick up where we left off. We had quite an exciting time last time between guard duty and um, Theros being seduced for lunch. And finally, we ended up at the gambling tents where they stopped a pickpocket who had stolen an item from one of the troop members. They were able to catch him and got a fantastic ring in reward. So that's where we will pick up, and we will go to our streamers to see where they want to go next. And I think you guys, let's see, let's update. You've been to the main food and drink wagons. You've been to gambling tents. Have we been to the archery range yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, so archery range is an option.
Is
What
it
about?
where tug of war happened?
Nope, that was the wrestling fields.
Oh, okay.
What about the wagon of sweets and tents of warm feelings?
Wait, I thought the archery fields were covered. Isn't that where the mustache and tattoo came from?
Well, that wasn't at there. That was just a little side
Oh,
content
okay.
there. I think we still need the wagon of sweets and tents of warm feelings. We definitely still need the tent of veils. We've gone to the Cirrus tent. We've done the puppet show. We've done Sellers Row. We still have to do the beast wagons. We've done the stage. I don't think we've done the livestock pens. We haven't done the illusion tents. And we have done the tall tent. And what about the tent of jests? Have we done that?
No, we have not. I was
Okay.
looking at that.
Is that where we want to start today?
I mean, we're right next to it.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I could use a laugh.
It is perhaps with some trepidation that you check in on the tent of jest. Zanny? And I got pictures to show you. Zanny and Colombian.
Where's Catman and Starchild?
Are those characters? The clowns of the Blue Veil run their slapstick shows here, and raucous laughter can always be heard flowing out of their tent. However, some in the troupe do not appreciate their dedication to the craft, as their antics continue even outside the carnival shows. Fortunately, others, especially the Youngstons, love their goofy pranks and exaggerated reactions. The show sounds to be finishing, and outside, Talon and Fizbin. Here's Talon. And Fizbin. Don't appear to have a picture for Fizbin. I'll just verify that real quick. I don't see one. Okay, So, Talon and Fizbin, the two Frentna jesters in training, are putting on a sideshow for the folks waiting in line. As they finish their routine, Talon beckons you over.
I come hither.
Talon is perfect for the role of a Hanata's jester. She is never out of character. As you get close, she puts her hands on her hips and makes a stern, grumpy face, then points to the tent.
What's wrong, Talon?
She continues to point. I'll have you make an insight check.
Ooh. Oh, that's not very good.
And anybody that's looking can make this check.
Isn't everyone over there right now?
Probably. Unless anybody's hanging out at the gambling tents. But
Okay.
basically you all can make this check. Fliegen, you are convinced that she's asking what time lunchtime is.
Not
Crendon,
bringing it up lately.
you don't quite grasp what she's getting at, but you definitely know that it's not when's lunchtime. Quember, however, knows that she is mimicking Anton, the Blue Veil's priest. You also know Anton is likely inside as he helps with the performances in the Tents of Jests. That's all that we've got for you.
It's right up my alley, guys. She's talking about a priest.
Oh, is that what she's
Antoine.
saying?
Anton.
Anton.
So not
His
lunch.
friends call him Antoine.
No, Fliegen, this is not lunch.
This is
Okay.
also Anton.
Maybe we should find Anton.
Where to start, though?
You
She-
better have food.
She points more ferociously at the tent.
Let's go to
I'll
the
go
tent
inside.
then. Alright, let's go inside, guys.
Through the open tent flaps, you can see that Zani, with his blue face paint, he is wearing a tight outfit covered by suns, stars, moons, and planets. Colombian is nearby in her equally distinctive green makeup and flowing costume covered in foxes, ravens, rabbits, and spiders. On occasion, the two will switch outfits and see how long it takes for people to notice. At the moment, Colombian is chasing Zanny as he attempts to slap him with a rather large river fish. He deftly scampers along. In front of her while he spills round beads in his flight. She slips and stumbles, though amazingly keeps her feet. Both of the clowns ended up falling through an interior flap of the tent, ending the show to much laughter and applause. As the applause begins to die down, the people start filtering out of the tent. Anton, the Blue Veil's priest, peeks from the back flap of the tent and waves you over.
Let's go talk to Anton, guys.
Alright, let's go.
You pick your way carefully through the tent and pass beyond the back flap. It would surprise to many that the rear of the Tent of Jests also serves as the troop's portable shrine to the gods. Silver discs with holy symbols to a number of gods are reverently placed throughout the shrine. The symbol of Jinx, the lord of fools, and Kisma, the goddess of luck, are hung to be the most prominent as they are considered the patrons of the traveling folk. These two are surrounded by a ring of other emblems, paying homage to Fufan, the joy lord of festivals, Buffon, the god of brewing, Haleona, or Halona, the lady of freedom, Brandad, patron of good-natured rogues, Kakeon, the waylord of paths and roads, Mistos, god of mysteries and prophecies, and Chans, god of gambling and risk-taking. As you enter, you see Zani and Columbia, Columbina are clearing up their makeup and stuffing colored scarves down their sleeves, while Anton stands with his hands on his hip, looking at the jesters, an annoyed expression on his face. He turns to greet you. He wears a baggy shirt, blue and trousers, a short vest, and a magnificent blue turban which is pinned with an ornamental symbol of Jinx. Numerous fine chains hang around his chest. Each one is festooned with medallions bearing symbols of the gods. His large, finely groomed mustache bobs as he nods to you. Welcome, Zatis. It is wise to take time to honor the gods even on such a busy day, especially on such a busy day. Not too much trouble so far, I hope.
No trouble so far. Then I
Uh,
go over and kneel by the god of Kisma to pay my respects.
I compliment Anton. I say, you're looking expeditiously blue as always.
Why, thank you.
You're resplendent.
Well, that is good. I am grateful for your vigilance. However, it is unfortunate that I must ask you for help with some of my own. My votive candles have gone missing, and I do not believe that any of the locals are to blame. He glares daggers at the two clowns who look at each other with questioning looks. Can you not cease this buffoonery even for a moment? What have you done with my damned candles? He gives an exaggerated full-body shrug with an overwrought frown while Columbina mimes a gasp. They share a soundless laugh before beginning another pantomime. Columbina goes stalk, still with her arms spread wide, while Zani disappears behind her voluminous costume. He sticks his face out and makes a chittering sound before vaulting atop her shoulders and tossing a handful of blue and white confetti over a fuming Anton. Finally, he produces a candle from one of the folds of Columbina's outfit with a beaming smile. Yes, fine, thank you, but where are the rest?
Where indeed? Where was the last place you saw them?
Right there, and he points to his altars.
I'll turn to the clowns and say, where was the last place you saw them?
You notice that one of them walks up to you, and I'd like a perception check from you.
That's not very good either. Nope.
Anton turns towards you. If you can find where they hid the candles, I'd be most appreciative.
Right. Fleegan, you want to go kill some people, find out where these candles are at?
Wait, let's not get carried away.
Yeah, well, we just started. Can I see if any of them are trying to hide any of the candles?
Huh?
Can
Yeah.
I see if any of them are hiding it?
Yeah. Are you wanting to like pat him down or?
No, I mean just see if they look like they're trying to hide anything, like actively. I don't know. Are they trying to hold candles behind their back, or anything like that?
I'll give you
Okay.
inspiration.
Huh?
I'll give you inspiration for this.
Okay. Can I have a perception check from you?
Plus a d6 if you want. Oh, wow.
So you look them over and you really don't see any candles on them. You do, however, notice that Columbina, who walked over towards you, appears to be trying to steal your weapon.
My weapon? I'm gonna grab her hand.
And she will, like, you grab her hand and she immediately pulls it out and kind of lifts her hands up like, I wasn't doing anything, but she doesn't say anything.
As long as she didn't get the weapon, I'll let her go and be like, not today.
Come on, Fleegan, dagger's ready. What is this? What is this? What are you doing over there?
In return, I want to try to steal the multicolored fabric they were stuffing into their arms.
Okay. Go ahead and make a, let's just say sleight of hand check. Okay.
Damn!
Well, you managed to grab it. They're not quick enough to pull their sleeves away.
Oh.
So you have a hold of it. What do you do?
I keep pulling until it stops.
Okay, so you continue to pull, and you pull for what seems like an eternity, and finally, after about 20 feet or so of scarves, comes out. You happen to also pull with the last bit of tug. You pull on the rope where you notice that your very own weapon has been tied to the end.
What? Wait, which one? My new one? The Sarek Iron short sword?
No, your older
Okay.
one.
Okay. So they have my rapier and I'm like mad, but then I'm like, okay, you got me.
And then he will mimic a pantomime, a chuckle. He puts his hands on his stomach and just laughs and laughs, though you do not hear any sound coming from him. And he'll point at you and laugh some more.
Guys, I think they suffer from a permanency of a silence spell.
We can call it a spell if we want, but I think they're just being assholes.
Oh, I think they're funny.
Taylene starts to laugh as well, and she points at Anton and crosses her arms and just like starts mimicking Anton. You can see that he's getting fuming mad at her. They appear to be spreading their arms as well. Can I have an insight check from you? Anybody can make this roll.
Yeah, do better than a 13.
My insight is the point today.
Flagon, you continue to believe that they are pantomiming is it lunchtime. Everybody else determines that the clowns are indicating the candles are in a tree. Most likely, oh, yep, they are in a tree.
That is probably not a safe place for him.
May I have a nature check?
Who's?
Anybody? Anybody that understood the tree. I'm going to say that.
Fleegan.
Crendon, you determine that it is probably one of the two old oak trees that they are talking about, as well as you realize that there is probably a creature guarding the candles.
Oh. Well, we should be careful, guys.
And hearing you share this information with your friends, they clap and point you towards the old oak tree that's over by the stage. Wait.
All right. Shall we
Okay.
head toward?
Oh no. Sorry. It's the tree that's closest to the stage. I mean, closest to the tent of jests.
Oh, okay.
So it's this one that's over here by the wrestling fields.
Yeah. Well, let's. I'll lead the way. Let's approach cautiously. There might be something guarding this.
All right, let's do that. Fleegan, sneak around.
Yeah, do your
Sneaky,
thing.
sneaky.
You still have inspiration. God damn it! Stop rolling so high.
Don't worry, my time will come. It'll probably be an insight check.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
you
can't,
rolled a 1
he
last
can't
time.
tell anything, but then when it comes for his abilities, make it count.
So as you get close, Fleegan, you are able to notice a slender shape covered in white fur scurrying around the branches.
Can I identify what it is?
You're having difficulty at first, as it appears to be popping in and out of existence sporadically throughout the tree. But as you do some thinking, you recall that you have heard tales of dimensional slinkers, which are creatures like large weasels in appearance with white and gold fur, blue eyes, and they can travel between planes.
Does it seem to be moving in any type of pattern, or is it just moving randomly around the tree?
He just appears to be randomly moving throughout the tree. He does appear to be holding one of the candles in his mouth.
I want to try and catch him.
Okay, how are you going to go about this?
I'm gonna see if I can stealthily climb the tree and try to get a hold of him when he's not expecting it.
Okay. I will let you do your athletics to climb. I think it's athletics. But I'm gonna have you do like 3 stealth checks.
So athletics first, and then 3 stealth.
Do athletics and then do a stealth, and then do athletics and then do a stealth, and then do one more instead of them.
It's not insight.
Good enough.
So you do manage to get up the tree, but he notices you and like he pops as you get up towards to grab him, he pops out of existence and then pops back in existence about 10 feet from you.
Is he just gonna be too fast? Like I'm not gonna be able to get him in time.
Did you use your inspiration? You get a D6 if you want it.
Yeah, but what would I use it on?
Any skill?
But what? Just do like one more athletics check to see if I can grab it.
Well, it's not that you didn't make your athletics check; it's that he noticed you.
Oh. Oh boy.
Still,
I cast Speak with Animals. Wait, do I see this thing?
Sure.
We all see it?
Yeah.
We see him, like, fail to catch it? Yeah, I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. And what are you saying to it?
I'm like, hey, where'd you get that candle?
He shakes his head like he's not going to tell you.
Do you want to trade for the candle?
He appears to be intrigued by what you would offer him.
I got a mace over here.
I don't remember what it is or why I wrote this down, but I have a pouch of red leaf.
Oh, that was smoking tobacco.
Sure, I pull that out.
He shakes his head.
Yeah.
Can I have an animal handling check from you?
Oh boy. Okay.
Or nature.
Or nature?
Yeah.
I like intellects better than wisdom. Damn!
You have no idea what he would want.
I just turned to the party and shrugged.
Can I have a persuasion check?
From Grendon?
Yeah.
Definitely. What? Oh wait.
He,
You have advantage on persuasion skills when I'm using a musical instrument. Can I use my hurdy-gurdy in this persuasion?
sure.
Then it's
He-
a 26.
He decides that the tobacco will work, and he rushes down the tree and drops the candle at your foot.
Oh.
He then climbs up your leg into your pouch, grabs the tobacco, pops out of existence, and then pops back in existence up in the tree. And then our good friend where's his sheet? Where's his picture? Our good friend Smedley comes running up. Says, "What is that thing? It just disappeared!"
It's a magic trick.
Oh, can you teach me?
Sure.
What do I do? What do I do?
knock him out so everything disappears.
Hold a coin in your hand.
I'll have a coin.
What do you have?
He picks his nose and I got a booger.
Hold the booger in your hand.
Okay, it's there.
Now, really, really concentrate on it.
Okay, and he
Now
like
close your eyes.
his head starts shaking and he closes his eyes.
I mage hand it and throw it over his back.
Um. I have a sleight of hand check from you.
Okay.
I don't know. Can others feel a mage hand?
Hey,
Okay,
Let's
it's good.
see.
It's good enough, anyways. He's
okay.
like, I'm still concentrating.
Open your eyes.
And he opens his eyes and, whoa! What did I do?
You're magic.
I'm magic. I'm magic. And he lifts his hands up and rushes off. I'm gonna go tell my mom I'm magic.
You do that.
And
Bentley.
he rushes away.
Man, I hate that kid.
Agreed.
Fleegan,
Me
You can
too. I
kill
yell
him.
from the tree.
you can kill him, Fleegan. Daggers at the ready.
What?
All I have to say, Quimber, is you are disturbing for a cleric.
I'm pretty lawful neutral.
No one's ever asked me what god I worship, so
I don't know if we should be attacking children, you guys. Even if he is really annoying and disgusting.
yeah, his mom
Think
would probably.
of him not as a child, but as a small dwarf.
Wow.
All right, Fleegan, daggers at the ready.
Not today.
I pick up the candle and go return it to Anton.
Yeah, I'll stop my pouting from not catching the thing and hop down from the
Thank
tree.
you. But where are the others?
How many others?
3.
Are they all in
don't
these
know.
trees?
I look to the clowns.
They continue the same jest.
You think he had more?
Ooh, that little rat thing.
Yeah.
I mean, where was he putting them?
He's in a tree. We didn't look at the tree.
There's only one other place he could have.
Fleegan, may I have a perception check?
A what check?
Perception check.
Ooh, inspiration die. Will
Okay.
that help me at all in this case?
Sure, it could.
It's a D6.
Yep. You find one hidden in the branches.
What was that?
You find one hidden in its branches.
Oh
Ooh,
man,
I go up and get it.
this tree is great. The tree of giving.
I have a feeling this tree's gonna kill us.
I'm just waiting for him to say, "Okay, I'm gonna need an athletics roll," and then you get a roll a low one and fall out of the tree. Now he's thinking about it.
I am.
Too good for that.
I'm just waiting for an initiative roll because this tree's gonna attack us.
I'm out of spells.
All right, so there's one left, right?
2.
Two left.
Two left. Jeez.
Isn't there another oak tree? Do we want to go try that?
Yeah, sure.
You got from your inspiration roll. You gathered that this is the only tree that it's talking about.
Oh.
Maybe we should chop it down.
He'll get to go on an adventure.
Check around the base, see if he buried it somewhere.
How big is this tree?
At this, it's a good sized tree, but at this moment, Anton walks over and he says, "Oh, is this where they were?"
But a couple of them.
Well, I will continue to search. Many thanks to you. You do the Blue Veil proud, unlike certain tent mates of mine. Here, take these for your trouble. I pray the gods will watch over you. And he hands each of you a symbol of the god of your choice.
Heyo.
And what does that do for us?
Looks pretty.
I think it was the third one you said, just before the god of brewing. Feifun?
Okay. Beifun, I think was his name.
Bayfoon?
Let me roll up.
Mayfoon?
It starts with a B, I know that.
Buffoon.
Buffoon?
Buffon. Buffon.
Oh.
Buffon. And what is he the god of?
God of Brewing.
No, before that one then.
Fufon?
Fufon.
The Joy Lord of Festivals?
Oh yeah, that's me.
Wait, so
Take-
what does this symbol, what does this token do to it for us?
There you guys go.
Oh, okay.
If you are a cleric, a druid, or paladin, this applies to you. If you are not, then it's just a cool little trinket.
I affix it to my hurdy-gurdy. It's like a charm now.
I think I'm going to use mine as a
And then the
branding
clowns wander over, and they clap and give you deep bows. And Zanny will pull a bouquet of flowers out of thin air and give one flower to each of you, while Columbina looks around fruitively before pulling out a tiny satchel. She reaches impossibly deep into the bag before pulling out a shield that could not possibly fit into the small bag. It bears a large blue four-leafed clover, which is the symbol of Kisma, on the front and gleams brilliantly in the candlelight. She mimes a finger to her lips to keep it a secret. With an impish grin, she gives it to you guys. Both clowns laugh silently and head back out to begin their show.
Wow.
Ooh. I like
Do
it.
I need a shield?
It probably has special powers with Kisma, right? Because
Did
that's
you?
God of Blind.
I just linked it to you guys. Did you see? Do you see it?
Yep, I see it.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Am I allowed to wield a shield?
Yeah, clerics can have shields.
I take it if everyone's okay with that.
Please.
Go for
I
it.
appreciate it.
I prefer my hurdy-gurdy.
I was going to kind of hope for the bag. I mean, it kind of sounds like a few ladies of the night I met back when I was younger.
God. A man with gray, almost stormy features and an old Starburst tattoo on his forehead approaches the party. I don't think we've done this one.
Ugh.
Looks like someone's having a bad day.
Yeah. Bad year. That hair.
You patrol this place. Are you aware of any presence of one sometimes known as Janea or perhaps Irazu? Zer? And you guys have not heard either of those names before.
I mean, we met a drunk bear.
I don't think that's who I'm looking for.
Oh.
It is most unfortunate, but not expected. Continue your rounds. I shall remain here. Should any word come to you of this person, do not concern yourselves with seeking me out. I will find you.
What were
That's
their
wild.
names?
That's cryptic.
The fact that he can seek us out, well, that's even bothered more about something.
Yeah, what if we're hiding? Can you still seek us out?
I am good at finding.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I know I certainly don't.
What were the names of the people he was talking about?
Gianna or Irazur?
I start playing something that sounds like hungry eyes on my hurdy-gurdy.
Have we done the guard trouble yet? Where they were harassing for the taxes?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No, we heard about it.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to keep track of these like random encounters that I can interject into the story. In my physical copy, I would cross them off, but it's much harder on a digital copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where do you guys wish to go from here?
What do you think, Gain?
What was
Let's
the
split up!
creeper guy just talking about?
Did we ever do the beast wagons?
You have not done the beast wagons.
No, let's go check out some animals.
Or the livestock pens?
Both. Both is good.
Either one I'm good for.
Animal cages.
Which ones?
We'll go beast wagons.
Yeah, the beast wagons sound way more fun than the livestock pens.
True. Oh. Down there.
Back, Wimber.
I'm looking at all the
Manticore.
weapons and gear that they got.
Owl.
available.
It's so hard to see my thing, like, to click on it.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Passing behind the tall tent, you see heavy iron bars of large wagon pens that house Tranuv and Mega, Selvras, Owlbear, and Manticore. Expertly trained, their growls and roars are perfectly timed and echo out from the main tent through the entire camp, to terrify and delight the crowds who have gathered to watch them perform impressive feats. As you pass by, you see Selvra leading them back to their cages for a break, which they enter willingly. They then begin chewing on large haunches of raw meat that are waiting for them. Several young, wide-eyed children, a few adults, and a trio of dwarven folk watch Tranuv and the Manticore in awe. Even with as many times as you've seen the two beasts perform, you can hardly help but be impressed by them yourselves. As you watch them ferociously dig into their meals, Selvra approaches with a favor to ask. Some local brats have been playing near the cages for the boars we caught to feed Tranuv and Mega. They keep poking them and getting them riled up. Could you please get the little hellions moving along somewhere else? I can't deal with them and everything else right now.
Okay, I guess so.
Do we get to do it the nice way or the rough way?
Oh, persuasion. I'm always persuasion.
It's probably the same kids that we ran into at the other tents.
Oh, the little bastards from before?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, God.
So she directs you back here.
Uh-huh.
You go behind the row of carts. Towards the smaller pen used to hold the game needed to feed Tranuv and Mega's monstrous appetites. Sure enough, several mischievous boys and girls, known to you from previous state carnivals as Dragon Puncher's crew, are cruelly poking at the angry swine with sticks and teasing them with scraps of food that are pulled away at the last moment. Harold, an older boy who serves as one of the rabble-rousers of the group, has a wicked grin on his face and is incessantly throwing rocks at a large grizzled boar. You can clearly see the harassment is wiping the creatures into a frothing rage. The children run off as you approach. But this does not pacify the old boar, who charges into the fence with his deadly tusks. A resounding crack splits the air as a raging hog pushes through the crossbeams, leaving a gaping hole that the entire herd storms through. What do you do?
Well, I'm guessing we can't make pulled pork.
What is this, Lord of the Flies? Come on.
I'm telling you. Well, they're just gonna keep running. You ain't gonna stop.
Are they running towards us, or are they running away from us?
They are running towards you, like directly at you, and that will be initiative.
Yeah, I pull out my short sword.
Can't we just release the manticore after him?
He's eating.
It'd be the perfect snack.
They'd start selling their body parts.
Right?
So after this fight, our next stop is the meat wagon.
Oh, baby.
Zaire, you have initiative.
Would it be a dick move to be the first move of running behind Fleegan? Yeah. Guys, how do we want to work this? We want to try and be passive aggressive, or do we want to actually take these things down?
Small, so yes, you'd be hiding behind someone that's smaller than you.
Man. I know my first instinct is to start slicing and dicing, but I don't know, guys. I mean, these are technically show animals.
You can always try and corral them.
I'm just trying to think of how to do it. Did the big one just up and vanish? Or does token just simply vanish?
So, I'm not sure why that token was there, because it says you guys are charged by 4 boars. But there was 5 of them for some reason.
All right.
Tenders. Is that what those are? Got them out there. I want to activate this. Come on, motherfucker.
What's going on?
Just click this to become.
Everything okay? Oh, he's muted himself. Sayer, what do you do?
I'm trying to decide. How about we try to intimidate the group into halting their charge by making a large display of my body?
Okay, sure. You can roll intimidation. They are not phased at all.
Why?
Do you wish to move?
Yes. I'm gonna move off to the left before they get to us.
Okay.
It's 30 feet, right, that we're allowed?
Whatever your speed is, which is probably 30.
Unless you're tiny.
Yeah, speed 30. So that'll be my move.
Okay, Crendon.
yell out, "For Fafoon!" And I suppose I'll charge the boar.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does indeed hit.
Really?
Yes, it does.
6 piercing damage.
Quember.
With my bonus action,
Yep.
I'll actually inspire Quember.
Ooh, inspiration. Thank you.
Yep, sir. Always.
In that case, let's shoot for the moon. I'm going to charge. I'm going to use that inspiration, and I'm going to charge the biggest of the boars, and I'm going to try to jump on it to try to calm it down.
Okay.
So, what do you need? An animal handling
Yes.
and a D6.
If you wish to use your inspiration, yes.
Well, I had to state it beforehand, right?
You have to say it like before I reveal the results.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, inspiration's on hold, or does it only last one turn?
No, it lasts
Probably a minute.
Until it's used.
Yeah, I think it's just for one check.
One check.
10 minutes.
10
10
minutes.
minutes?
It lasts 10 minutes.
So that's few. That's through a few then, right?
Yeah, you can save it.
Okay, I'll hold on to it then.
Okay.
Watch the DC for 20.
Which one were you specifically talking to?
I was going after the biggest one.
They're all the same size.
The head. I thought you said there was one that was bigger, like the head boar.
Okay, we'll say that's him. And he will be pacified.
Okay, so
Do you wish to move?
I'm gonna try to corral that boar. Just kind of grab it and try to take it back to the pens.
Okay. Go ahead and move up next to Crendon then.
Okay, where is he at? Right in the middle or behind him?
Like right there.
Right there.
Oh, no. Like right here.
Oh, right over there. Okay.
Fliegen.
And will you take one of the boars with me too?
I already deleted the
Oh,
board.
you already did. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fliegen, it is your turn.
I think I will climb up on the wagon because I don't think I'm sized for a boar fight.
Okay. That's what the Fliegen in my real game did too.
Wait, daggers are not at the ready?
Daggers at the ready. I
All
like
right.
to throw them. Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what? This is not the Fleegan I know.
Yeah.
You
so-
still have an attack roll, so go for it.
Yep, and I'm gonna throw at the same one that Crendon went after.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack. That will hit. And that will kill.
Oops.
I expect nothing less.
Ignore this
Throwing daggers
boar
is
that
so
just
much
appeared. Okay. This boar is going to come up and attack Crendon. He tries to gouge you with his tusks, missing horribly. This one's going to come up and attack Quimber. 14 to hit. That will miss as well. Sayir, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to use dancing lights to distract the top board.
Ooh.
Okay.
And hopefully give whoever wants to take a chance to get that thing under control there a swing at it. 'Cause I don't want to get lethal on these things and have to pay out for all these boars we're killing.
That's a good point.
Fleegan doesn't care.
Hey, do you wish to move?
I'm gonna move to, I guess, the other side of that north boar.
Okay, then Crendon, it is your turn.
I guess I'm flanking.
Yay. I don't use flanking rules though, with the exception that I do allow sneak attack damage when you're flanking.
Okay, but no advantage?
No, I don't worry about that. Advantage is like a +10 to your roll. So this seems a little high for just flanking.
All right.
You don't need it anyways. Go and roll your damage. Hey. Quimber, it is your turn.
All right, did that one die?
No.
All right, so am I within distance to touch one of them?
Yeah. You can touch
Alright,
either one of them.
I'm gonna run up to this one right here. I'm gonna try to cast light on its eyeball to try to blind it. Anything you need me to roll for that?
No.
Is it blinded?
It appears to have been blinded.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna drag that one back to the, or that's probably my move up there. But I'm grabbing it and I'm gonna attempt to bring it back to the.
I missed where you moved.
I'm right up. Next
Oh.
In between the two weapons.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the only boar is right next to you. These are people up here.
Wait. Okay, I'm not zoomed in enough. Hold on. It's
I've-
like my thing just always.
I realize they might not look the greatest, but those are people, not pigs.
So that one
Where-
guy does look pretty drunk.
Fleegan, it is your turn.
Oh, so they're still close to the pin then. They're not like
Yeah.
there yet.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. I just blind some random dude. Yeah.
Well, I mean, does it look like we pretty much have him under control at this point? I mean, he's wrestling one of them, and the other one's probably barely holding on.
Yeah. Yep. That would kind of sum it up.
I guess I'll attack the one that Crendon attacked.
Bye, Jedi.
Okay. Go for it. You probably still have a dagger, so that will hit and that will kill.
Yeah, I got 3 daggers, so.
Okay, he is going to attempt to attack Quimber with disadvantage because he is blinded. And he's going to miss. So we've got lights flashing everywhere, daggers flying into boars, short swords slicing them up. And we go back to Sayir. There's one boar left that appears to be under control.
I'm gonna try to jump on the boar and wrangle it down to the ground.
Okay.
Which one do I need to roll for it?
Animal handling. Yep, you managed to get him. And he is grappled. You are currently holding on to him, and we will go to Crendon.
Anybody have some rope?
Hmm.
I think we all have rope.
Oh, I pull out the magical arm silk that I got off the clowns,
Okay.
and I start hog tying this hog.
Okay. Let's have sleight of hand roll.
For sure. Wah, wah.
Well, it was a valiant
It's-
attempt.
It's an average knot. Quimber, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna use the ring of jumping that I got
Mm-hmm.
to try to jump behind the current boar to distract it and wrangle it towards the pin.
Okay. Well, it's not moving anywhere. It's got one person holding it down and the other person has tied it up.
All right, I'm just gonna jump on the boar then to help stabilize it.
Okay. Sounds
We need, a
good.
ring of, we need a ring of jumping for that, so I get mass air on this jump.
Let's have some animal handling from you. Okay. Fleegan, it is your turn.
Esfliegen comes in with a dagger, kills it.
This boar is very under control.
I would say if you guys weren't so far away, I would run and jump like right on top of it. But I think you're just a little bit too far. So I mean, it looks like you guys have control of the situation. So I think I'm done. I'm just gonna plop down on my bottom and watch you guys wrestle.
Okay. The boar is going to try to break free and completely fails. Sayer, it is your turn.
You know, I could see at this point in time Theros being the one to dogpile on top of everything. But
He's sleeping.
we're gonna go ahead and try and pull it back to the corral caged area or the pens.
He's in the pens.
Oh, okay. So, what are we done then? I mean,
We're
is
just
that
all jumping on him
everything?
in the pin.
And he's tied up. He's got you guys all
Think twice
holding on
about
to him.
this.
Do you
So-
want to just let him go now?
I just want to move on from him, not necessarily let him go, because that's someone else's problem now.
So what are you doing?
Probably
I'm-
make sure the cage is nice and tightened
Yeah.
up.
Make sure the cage isn't
Says
going
the
to let these suckers
Says the guy
back
that's
in.
just sitting down and watching us.
Sounds good. Let's have a... I need to look at what skills we've got.
It's called being a supervisor.
Let's just have sleight of hand. See if you can figure out how to tie it up. Okay. You are pretty confident that that cage is tied up good.
Is that where all of them are at, or are they split between them two?
Well, three of them are... Two of them are dead. The other one is in the cage, just kind of minding his own business.
Okay, so I'm going to get out of the cage then.
Okay. We're going to call this pretty pacified at this moment, so you guys let it go, and... I don't know, do you untie the hog, or...
Oh, interesting. They changed.
No, we'll untie him.
Okay.
But I'll slap the hog in the face
Yeah.
just as we're leaving.
Silver
Hey,
comes over
She
and
has
says...
a name, damn it.
Thank Jinx you passed by when you did. I would have been catastrophic if those things had rampaged through the carnival. Here, help me throw these carcasses to Tranuv and Mega. It's getting towards their supper time anyways. I'll have someone take the rest to Sanizi and Frin to cook up. I was always partial to roast boar. And Zadis, here is a little spending money for your most excellently timed assistance. And she gives each of you 2 gold.
We're rich. Can retire.
All right.
Nice.
I need to find some tokens because I want to throw something at you.
So yeah, I guess I'll hop off the wagon and go.
You guys
get
then
my
see
bag.
two patrolling town guards harassing Hans and Fendi, two old gnomes from your troop, as they return with firewood and other forage from the wood. Hey! You didn't pay taxes on those, did you? You can't take nothing from out of the woods for 20 miles around Nevermore without paying the tax. Foreigners have to pay double for the privilege. Yeah, you definitely count as foreigners. Listen, shizats, I'll give you a break. Let's say it's 10 gold for that lot you got there. What? Don't have enough? Look like we're gonna have to take you down to the stocks then. And they are knocking firewood and baskets out of the hands of the pair of Hanatas. Herbs and berries and mushrooms spill across the ground. One is pulling out some manacles while the other has his billhook leveled at them. Two small old gnomes cower before the aggressive guards.
10 gold? I start yelling at him. Like, what are you, crazy?
I'm like, hey, don't use that word. That S word. We don't like it. I
What?
suppose.
Shizats? That's what you are.
Intimidate with that?
What?
Can I try to intimidate with that?
Sure. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll.
Yes, sir.
See how intimidated they are. I have to find their character sheet. There they are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't use that word. Just don't kill us, please. But nevertheless, we still have to take care of this tax.
All right. Let me try to use persuasion to see if they'll take 2 gold.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Oh.
We'll take 2 gold.
Yeah.
2 gold, and we're done here, right?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
done.
All right. Thank you.
2 gold each, though. So
No.
for,
Fleegan, you might have to get your daggers ready.
I'll jump in on this persuasion. I'll say 4 gold total.
Are you singing it?
I'm definitely yeah. My hurdy-gurdy tells my bitch.
Wait. What are you trying to say?
4 gold total.
Oh, wait, that's what they want.
That's what they wanted. They get 2.
Oh, it's for. I thought he meant for like for all of us that just walked up 2 gold.
No. They want 2 gold each of
Okay,
them.
No. 2 gold total. I'm sorry.
Okay. They say okay. So whoever wants to take 1 gold or 2 gold from their
I took 2 from mine, so we're good.
okay. And they continue on their way. They kind of chuckle as they leave. Can I have a perception check from you guys? They aren't being like noticeably silent. So Fleegan and Quimber, you both notice them saying, "Hey, what are you gonna spend your gold on?" And then if I get an insight check from you guys, that succeeded. So Fleegan and Quimber, you get the feeling that there really was no tax.
Is it worth our time to go after him though?
All right, guys. I got the feeling that there really wasn't a tax. You think we should kill him for the 2 gold?
Uh, I'm pretty sure we've drawn enough attention to our troop today.
I mean, it was just 2 gold.
I give you a gold. So that you didn't shoulder the whole burden yourself.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I still want to kill him.
Yeah, it's not worth our time to deal with guards. That'll just attract more guards. So
All right.
It's unwanted attention.
Their backs are turned to us, though. I mean, advantage. We could have Flinker just sneak up and do his thing.
nah, the most I'd do is empty the pockets.
Steal the 2 gold back.
Try it.
Yes.
I'll give you my last inspiration for the day.
Thank you. All right, fine. I will try to sneak up behind him and steal at least the 2 gold back.
No, steal more than that.
Right, steal all I got. Take
At
their
least.
Okay, go ahead and roll your stealth. Is that what you're using your inspiration on?
Yes.
You are still going to need to do a sleight of hand check as well.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you think 14's good enough?
Their backs are turned. I think that should be good, but I don't know. What does everyone else think?
Oh man, I'd like to see the 15. You know, I'd like to see it cross the 15 threshold, but it's up to you.
I'll use it on this one.
Okay, go and roll your d6. No?
There's your
Okay.
15.
Let's have a slide of. They don't seem to notice you. I'm going to have you do a sleight of hand check for each one of them, though.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
There
All
we
right.
Okay, so you get 2 gold.
I felt something else in there.
Were you just going after gold or what?
At least the 2 gold, but if I could snag a little extra, that'd be the cherry on top.
They'll say you. Well, those are probably pinned to them. I don't know. You definitely didn't get their armor or their helmet.
That's a nat 20. That should have been their helmet.
I feel. I tell you what. So what you notice that they have that they're not like wearing. They've got a dagger. They've got a water skin and spare rations. They also have a service badge that I'll let you take for the crit if you want.
A service badge?
Yeah. You estimate it's worth a gold.
Nah, I'll take the dagger.
Both of them?
I won't press my luck. I'll just take one of them.
Okay, so you've got 2 gold plus a dagger. And they continue along the way, chuckling.
And I toss Quimber and Crendon a gold back, and I'm like, what you boys gonna spend yours on?
Taxes.
Where would we like to head off to from here?
Fleegan, that was awesome.
It was pretty cool.
All right. we need to go to the archery range?
I think so. I think
Archery range, tent of veils, illusion tents. And that's about it. We're getting close to done.
Where were we just at with the guards?
Oh, and wagon of sweets and tents of warm feelings. You guys were like they're pretty much right here, so you guys are still kind of in the same area.
Let's see. Where's the wagon of sweets? Is that just?
It's over here on the right hand side.
far off to the right.
Oh, okay. I see it. How about we go hit up those and the archery range? You guys good with that?
Yeah.
along the way, I play something that sounds like Sugar Shack on my hurdy-gurdy.
While you guys are going there, right about near the Cirrus's tent, you happen upon where'd it go? Phew. A coin purse.
Whoop, gonna snatch that up.
Oh boy.
Okay. There are no identifying marks or items in the purse. You simply,
Do I see this?
unless he is being like you all saw it, so yeah, you would have seen him pick it up.
Do we see anybody around like actively looking for something?
Nope.
Can we smell it?
What?
Sure, if you'd like to.
See if we gain anything from that.
No, I'm not gonna.
See if it smells like a certain race.
Um, no identifying
That's not what I
scent.
meant.
No identifying scent on it.
I'm half elf. What you trying to say?
Who said wow on that? How many people?
Brendan.
So what's in the pouch?
5 gold and 7 silves.
Yeah. If I don't see anybody looking for it, that's just more luck on my day.
We should probably hang on to it until we find out that nobody is looking for it.
Fair enough.
Don't just toss the pouch. Good idea.
Yeah, keep it together in case someone is missing it.
I mean, we are security detail here after all.
Exactly. Like, we don't get tipped, okay?
The wagon of sweets is brightly painted in red and gold with a big hinged window that allows for townies to purchase goods served from inside. Though lacking in the pervasive aromas of Sunisi's stand, you are just as excited to pass by Frayn's place. Here the talented baker serves all manner of treats. Man, Theros is going to be upset he missed this. He serves all manner of treats, including roasted and candied nuts, fresh baked fruit pastries, and the famous Hanataz dessert, budinka, which is also called noodle pudding. It is a sweet, buttery noodle dish that is stuffed with dried fruit and sweet curded cheese. As always, there is a line in front of her wagon.
Stand in line.
Uh,
Ooh, actually, hang on. I have an idea. I try to break up the line and distract them so that we can get in line first with a nice performance. I want to get people's wallets out and get them out of line.
oh, so you're going to perform for them?
Yeah, for like a distraction for the other guys to go get in line.
Okay, this is going to be a rather difficult roll, but go ahead and roll performance.
Okay. It will be at advantage.
No, I'm not going to give you advantage on this one because
Wait,
just because
hold
of
on.
how.
Then let me touch him and give him guidance.
But I love that.
Can I give him guidance?
Okay, you can have advantage, but it's going to be a very difficult roll
Okay.
because these people are hungry.
Come on, dice guys.
Wait, can I give him guidance as well?
2 21s.
Sure.
All right, you got guidance.
What does that do?
Let's see. I just believe it gives him a 1d4.
I think
Okay.
it doubles your roll.
Go ahead and roll a
Touch a
d4.
creature. You could roll 1d4 and add that to the ability.
I will. Why not? Let's do it. Let's make it crazy. 25.
They actually start like getting out of line to see what's going on. They're enamored by your
Yes.
performance of the hurdy-gurdy.
And I just give like a nod and like a little baseball signal, like go steal second.
And
She
steal we
she kind of shakes her head as you guys approach her and says, you better hope they still come to my wagon after this performance is over."
Yeah, after they pay me.
Um, she hands each of you one free bag of candied nuts. She hands you an extra one for Crendon, and she looks around and says, Where is Theros? I thought he would love this."
He told me to grab one for him.
Okay, okay. Well, she hands you another one. This better be for Theros. I will check with him later. You know how he can get when he misses his snack.
It's for him, I promise.
Oh yeah, we know. He fat rages. Not barbarian rage, but fat rage.
I thought he nipple raged.
Well, I don't have much time to talk, but if you could, I saw a woman who appeared to be a cleric of Wardane walking with a pair of clean-shaven knights. Um, she might cause problems at the carnival. And you guys know that this is that woman that you had dispatched up by the, at least those of you that were on guard duty, these are the ones that had bothered you while you were on guard duty.
Oh.
All right.
So handled.
Yeah, I thought we killed
Handled.
Oh.
Is
All
that
but one.
is that what you tell her?
him. We took care of it.
Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear. Well, why don't you
One
go?
did get away though.
Why don't you go visit Stoof and see what he's got for you?
Where's he at?
He's right next to her. Stoof's gold and cream-colored tent of warm feelings make you think of the frothy head that billows out of his tankards while he pours his malty brews. His offerings are always popular with the crowds, and today is no exception. The line was rather long, as Hamley and Shania, two young Fretna, are helping Stoof serve ales and spirits to the townies. As you regard the tent, you see Stoof's bearded visage peering at you from around the side. He waves you over, a mischievous grin on his face.
Let's go see what he wants.
Yeah. What's the news, Stoof?
You walk over to the side of the tent where the jovial dwarf smiles at you through his long, dark red beard. He beckons you to enter, hobbling before you as you follow. He is afflicted with what's called twisted bones disease, which warps the bones of the one stricken and is resistant to healing magic. This condition causes him to canter back and forth as he walks. You feel for him and his wife Lena, who you met at the other drink wagon. Fortunately for her, however, her disease is less aggressive, but they neither of them never seem to let it bother them. However, they always have a kind word for you. Once you are inside of the tent, you see that the place is stuffed with kegs and bottles of all sizes. Stoof winks at you and with a mischievous grin pours each of you a small shot from a decanter filled with dark and almost syrupy liquid. Although you are aware a scolding of some knocks upside the head are likely to come your way if you overindulge and let your responsibilities slide, one sip shouldn't be a problem. So he hands each of you a small shot of this liquid.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Can I persuade him for a few more?
Let's see if you like it first.
What do I roll to see if I like it?
The slight sweetness of exotic wood gives you a bouquet of herbs and spices that explode in your palate. You can feel a warm rush and the tang of strong alcohol pushing through other wearing flavors. Anyone who drank, I need a Constitution throw.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off from drinking.
Fliegen. Okay.
That's greater to Corban. It's a shame you can't play Warpies.
It's small, you know. Can't hold my alcohol the best.
The alcohol will briefly make you dizzy and flush as it rushes to your head. So yes, you did like. Would you like to try another drink?
Yes.
Okay. Persuasion check. Okay, but this is the last one. And he pours you one more. I will need another Constitution save. Okay. So you will have disadvantage on the next roll that you make.
All right. Well, let me try to ask him for one more then. Can't hurt me.
Okay. Go for it.
Dang it.
Another one.
He says,
Again.
I'm cutting you off. No more. Get back to work.
Man, Theros is going to be so mad that he missed out on candy nuts and the taste of exotic wood.
Well, he's not going to miss out on the candied nuts. You're supposed to bring him some.
Oh, that's right. Are you gonna eat them
Yeah.
all?
Oh,
Nuts in
shit.
his mouth.
As you exit Stoop's tents, Frayne, who was at working the other wagon, gives you a half disapproving glance, which only makes Stoop cackle. Her stony look melts into a smile before returning to her task. Stoof gives each of you a crooked grin and an affectionate pat on your back as you move on.
What was the special with like the curded cheese? There's probably a line again, isn't there?
Yeah, at this point there would be.
Never mind.
We'll say that through tips you racked in a total of 2 gold.
Say that again.
You racked in a total of 2 gold from people throwing money at you.
Oh, awesome.
Excuse me.
And see, I was going to spend it here, but it's just too popular.
Sorry. we forgot to-
As you guys are leaving, something catches your attention out of the corner of your eye. As you turn to look through the bustle of the carnival, you see something large but indistinct move amongst the trees at the edge of the field. But as you stare, you can't pinpoint what moved, and you don't see anything else while you watch.
What was that, guys? Am I just seeing things? Was it too much at that little wagon?
No, I saw it too.
Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah.
I'll join in on that. Oh, yeah, you got it.
So you notice there are some trampled grass and large clawed footprints about the size of a large bear paw just inside the tree line.
Great, more drunk bears.
You may follow the trail, but it disappears after a few yards. And it's impossible for you to continue to track the creature.
Say we go let Borag know so that way he can inform the security.
Yeah, if it's around the carnival.
Yeah, he's right. He's right
It could have been
there
the same
working.
bear. Could have been the same bear too. I mean,
Yeah.
He's right there working the carnival, and he does bring up the fact about the possibility of being that bear that they took. But Of course, the woods are filled with bears, so he's not too concerned about it.
All right, if he's not concerned about it,
Yeah. Next.
shall we try the archery range next?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Between the tents and carts, you see a small circle of local children.
Oh, I love children.
That have found a burrow of some sort. As you approach, you recognize them as the same troublesome youngsters that you've seen causing problems since the first day.
Oh,
The
I hate
self-styled Dragon Puncher crew. Some are stuffing food into the hole, while others are kicking at it and stomping on top of it, all in an attempt to coax out whatever lives inside. The half-elven girl, Cleva, directs their mischief efforts from a distance. And I think it was... not Crendon, but Quember that captured her in the main tent. It's that girl. To their delight, a large centipede emerges from the hole,
What?
thrashing and scurrying defensively
Why are
around
they
its hole.
happy about that?
However, as several more emerge and begin aggressively biting at the kids, the youthful bravado evaporates and they run, leading the angry centipedes directly towards you.
God, go figure.
Those meddling kids.
That will be initiative.
Bad on this one.
Can I please not be the tank this time?
Your tank is busy sleeping.
I know.
No, right?
Somebody just got a shield, didn't they?
Hey, hey, hey.
There you go.
Yes.
And the music plays. Oh, God.
We'll say it's happening like right over here. How many are there? I think there's just one of them. So I'm gonna move you guys over kind of towards where it's at. But you guys may position yourselves however you see fit.
I'm gonna stay right here.
And Sair, you have initiative.
All right. I'm going to use both of my swords. Should have. I want to say I have two-handed, but I'm just making sure. Yeah, I know I've got something here. I can't. I know I used it before. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. Ah, screw it. Okay, I'm going in with the sword. I can't find my other skill.
Uh, 14 will hit. Maybe I was supposed to have more of these because that kills it.
Don't worry, guys. I'll flex on this one, and I'll tweak a nipple too.
In honor of Theros.
Yeah, it did say
Yeah,
like
I
as
heard there.
more come out with it, right?
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't tell me how many supposed to be there, and I don't see their tokens on the map anywhere.
"1D8 giant centipedes."
Is that what it says? So, yeah, you guys killed the giant centipede.
What do the kids do? Are they gone?
Yeah, they ran off.
Maybe
Well,
we should have gone ahead and shoot an arrow at him instead next time.
I don't know.
Dirtbags.
Let's check that hole and see if there's anything in that hole with the centipede. Maybe.
You may do so.
Maybe more centipedes.
And
Go
you,
ahead.
I'm good with
Fleegan,
it.
job opportunity.
you find a tarnished brass ring that is worth 2 gold.
All right. I will take that.
Nice.
What'd you want me to do? Crawl in the hole?
Hell yeah.
No.
You're the smallest one.
That's where you're supposed to live, gnome.
It's
Why are
not
we
the
so
same
mean?
kind of hole.
Right.
All right, let's continue to the archer range. I think if we're done here.
Yeah. I'll compete. You guys want to?
On the far
Make some money?
eastern edge of the carnival, a series of rotting stumps and old sacks full of hay have been lined up at the edge of the woods. Aspiring archers and would-be woodsmen challenge the Hanatas to contests of archery and knife or hatchet throwing. Closer to the tall tent, a roped ring allows a wagering of melee battles that are fought using blunted weapons. You walk up to the archery range where Cray the Blade, who you guys know is probably the more deadly member of the carnival. He,
Hero.
stoically quiet as ever, is engaged in a knife-throwing bout that is closer than you imagined possible. His opponent is a slight man with a patchy red hair and a twitch in his left eye. He is unimpressive looking, to say the least. Yet he seems to be giving Cray a rare trial of true skill. Nearby, a mixed group watch the contest with great interest, clearly showing that the bets have been made, as the two men weigh each knife in their hands and prepare for the next throw. Brian stands off to the side, seemingly staring off into nothing with his blind eye. He nods in your direction as you arrive. And this is Brian. He is blind.
Sucks. I can't really play my Mando without.
You watch as each man throws for the second, third, and fourth times, each time matching shot for shot. Then the slight man makes his final throw, striking just to the right of dead center. The crowd cheers before falling silent to watch Cray. With a flash of silver, the perfectly balanced blade sinks into the wood downfield, only a hair's breadth closer to the center mark. Cries of joy and outrage rings out as wagers are collected and paid. From the crowd you hear, "No one stands a chance against that one. It's a fool's bet." Several others around him nod in agreement. Some grumble, nothing serious. Brian cocks his head and looks at one of the complaining men before gesturing towards the party. "How about these fine youngsters? Would a few of them be more suitable challenge for a grown man such as yourself?" He chuckles. The man's eyes flare in anger, but he grudgingly says, "Fine! I'll compete against your brats. Just don't expect me to go easy on them. I'll shoot the bow with one, my pal Jend will throw a knife with the other, and then, if they want to get dirty, Big Ned'll swing sticks with them. And I got 10 golds on each saying we win." You recognize the trio from previous days. The man is named Worston. He has a full beard, and along with a longsword is carrying a bow and quiver on his back. His friend Jend is a skinny man with red hair and a scraggy red beard. Big Ned is a huge man standing perhaps 6 foot 7 inches tall. He has a flat nose, long hair and beard, and a nasty scar on his forehead.
Oh, looks like they make them big and dumb.
I don't think we should take that bet.
I got trust and confidence in Fleegan.
Pull out my dagger and flip it in my hand. I'm like, Psst, I will take that bet.
So I guess you'll do the knife throwing. Who's gonna do the archery?
I've got a crossbow.
I don't even have a bow.
I got a short bow. I'll do it.
Okay. And then finally, he nods to Big Ned, who grunts. Who's gonna take on Big Ned?
What?
What's he doing?
They're gonna. It's gonna be like a melee joust type thing.
Oh man.
So here's Worston. This is Jend. So Worston's the one that's gonna be shooting the bow. Jend is gonna be doing the knife throwing, and then this is Big Ned, who's gonna be doing the melee skill.
Oh, he doesn't look so big.
He's standing about 6 foot 7 inches.
Oh. Well, I'm a half elf, so he's not that tall.
He's just a lot more built.
I mean, I could take on the melee if you guys want.
I don't think anyone can take on Big Ned. I mean, I'll try, but I'll fail.
I'll take him on then.
Do it.
Let's see, we don't have our tank.
Brian nods and says, "Don't worry. I know you can handle these buffoons." And they kind of glare at him and then shrug it off and each take their spot. So first we're going to do Warstrin, who is the arrow.
So,
All right.
the other three are doing the challenges, right?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not in one of the challenges?
I think Baha Sayir is going to take on the archery.
Yep.
Fleegan is doing the knife. And
Can I start placing side bets amongst the crowd and try to make us some money?
Sure.
That's all I'm going to do during this.
You might
Okay.
want to bet against us then.
I know, right?
No inspiration?
No, I'm out of inspiration.
Well, great. Perfect time to run out of inspiration.
I got
man.
guidance that I'll give everyone. I'll cast guidance on each round for everyone. Because we're doing this
Okay.
round by round, right? We're not doing it all at once.